Greetings, folks. This is Clarence A. Mason, better known as Mason Weaver. I intend on stopping using Mason Weaver. I've been using it for decades now. It served its purpose. It was a stage name that I took when I had my radio program, 1996, something like that, on the air, controversy, first black conservative Christian talk show host in Southern California. I made a lot of folks angry and frustrated, so they tried to harass me and harass my family at home. I'm on the radio, so I changed my name so that it wouldn't make me hurt them. Okay, and that was great. Mason Weaver was a good name. I'm going to go back to my real name. People are thinking that Mason Weaver is my real name, and that Clarence Mason is the stage name. But I'm born Clarence A. Mason. There is no ID, there's no credit card, there's no identity for Mason Weaver except on the air. We're going to stop that. Now, before we get started, we're going to start doing a lot of broadcasting. I need you guys to like this, hit the bell button to be notified when we go video again. We will start doing live videos after the corona scare is over. The day is March 29th, 2020, the big fear. Also, I want you to join our site, leavetheplantation.org. It's important that you join the site. It's important that you support us, number one. But also, they're going to shut us down. Right before the election, they're going to shut us down. They've done it two Octobers in a row, practicing, and they're going to continue to deny us a voice. That's their job. They're serving their God. So I want you guys to join us, our organization. We're going to be independent. We're going to be communicating with you already. You got great news on our site. Sign up for the newsletter. Every day you get a newsletter summarizing what's really going on in the world. So I expect you guys to bring that forward and help us. I'm trying to adjust this thing here. So take advantage of that. Let's do that. Join us. Click on the link, okay? Now, we went to church today. Me and my granddaughters went to church today. Church was closed. They're afraid of the virus. We went to a fast food restaurant. They handed food to us in a tray, in a bucket, because they're afraid of the virus. Online, everybody, I'm getting emails from everybody about how to handle the virus. And, you know, it's a good thing about being 70 years old. You actually remember some things. And I remember, I've seen this before. You know, in Northern California, in the 90s, they had this scare about the spotted owl, this subspecies of an owl in Northern California and Oregon, and Washington, Oregon. And they were going to shut down the milling industry, the logging industry, to protect this subspecies of spotted owl. And they put loggers out of work. In 1994, Clinton passed this little thing called the Northern Forest Plan. You got dead trees, redwood trees, falling down, laying in the forest. Good wood, but the loggers couldn't log it. So they're drying up, becoming very, very dangerous fire hazards. And you put 70,000 loggers out of work. You close down 600 mills along the rivers. You close down 600 mills. And you shut down everyone else's ability to earn a living for themselves. You have small loggers who get 3 or 4 acres. They depended on these acres to put their kids through college. And you shut them down because you got this spotted owl. And they asked me to come and speak to them at the convention and also the Congress for them. And I was amazed. First, the hard work, the natural love for the environment that they had. But now you got 70,000 men, predominantly out of work, commuting 3 or 4 days from home. I mean, they come home on weekends only. And they left these dead trees on the ground. And that's why a few years later, they had massive wildfires. Folks, they wanted to destroy, the left wanted to destroy the lumber industry, not because of the spotted owl, but because they think these trees should live. These are old trees, old growth, all that stuff. And I made a suggestion to Congress, simple suggestion. If you want to increase the population of spotted owls, give the loggers a tax credit for every spotted owl that you find on their property. Every spotted owl on a logger's little strip of land, they get a tax break, folks. They will start breeding spotted owls. But instead, you use the spotted owl to be a sledgehammer to bring down that business. They would still cut the trees down. They would still send the trees down the river to where the mills used to be. But instead of the mills, there was a large Japanese logging ship. And they lowered the logs onto the Japanese logging ship. Instead of logging them into the mills to make your lumber and your 2x4s and your planks, they put them on a Japanese ship, and the Japanese ship would take them slowly down the coast to L.A. and pull into L.A. and have converted those logs into lumber for Home Depot and Lowe's, and never leaving the waters of the United States, never going to Japan. They would go from Northern California, Southern Oregon, all down the coast, and by the time they get there, the wood is prepared for us to buy. That creates a trade deficit. Why would you put out 70,000 Americans' jobs and give the jobs to Japanese? I saw that in the 90s. I saw what they were doing. They would destroy entire industries, folks, to get their way, get their power. They would destroy industries. Right now, they're putting people out of a job over a stupid flu. They're putting people in job over a flu attack. And they're counting this special math. They're counting death rate. And they're calculating all kind of ways. Folks, count per million. Don't let them tell you the ratio. The count per million, there is less deaths of this flu than the regular common flu. Let's stop this nonsense. People are locking down their homes. They want to leave their house. People are out of school for months. You got the Olympics being canceled. They want you to be in full panic. Are you panicking? 70,000 jobs. Now you got 2.5 million unemployment rate over nothing. What about Walmart yesterday? The shelves are full again. End of the month, as I predicted, the shelves are full again. The lack of suppliers wasn't due to the factories shutting down. It was due to you guys spending so much money buying 3-4 months supplies of everything. So now you guys have got your supplies, and the factories are still putting out toilet paper, still putting out lotion, still putting out everything you need, and the stock is back in those stores again because the massive hysteria has died down, and we now have a successful business model that Donald Trump gave us called capitalism, and we're going to be now producing more things again. China is back at work. I don't see anything about the swine flu, not swine flu, but the coronavirus in Chinese news. They're done with it. America's almost done with it. By the end of the month, it's going to be coming down. We'll all be back to work. We can celebrate. But this time, folks, recognize what's going on in the stock market. They're doing this on purpose. On purpose. So the big money guys are making money. Here's how they do it. These guys, these hedge managers, they got billions of dollars. 3 or 4 of them all of a sudden sell their stock. On day one, they sell their stock. They got the money out at the high. And them selling the stocks create a panic with other buyers and less sophisticated buyers. People are trading stocks on their phones now with no advice. So once you see that the stock goes down, you start selling. But they got their money out already. Let's say $20. They got their money out at $20. It took so much money out, you got notified, and you begin to sell your stock, and it goes down to 15. They got their money out at 20. It's now down to 15. They will buy the stock at 15, and you see the stock goes up, you start spending your money again, but they brought it low. And now you're bringing their value back up to 20, and they sell it again. I knew that when Apple went up 9 points, I knew the next day stocks were going to go down, and sure enough, they just tested the bottom, folks. See, have you had enough yet of losing your money, of picking your pocket? Buy a stock for your grandkids. Buy a stock and hold it for your grandchild. You got a new grandkid just born, buy $1,000 worth of something. AT&T, Amazon, just get your money into a place you can keep it 20 years. And in 20 years, every stock we're still around has gone up. So let's stop playing their game, start playing our game. Put them on your side, folks. This is Mason Weaver. Clarence A. Mason, a.k.a. Mason Weaver. Stay right or be left. Eternity is a long time to be wrong, and we win in the end. God bless you.